Hey horse lovers, welcome back to Free Spirit Equestrian. So this is our auction adventure part 2. So we are going to a late night sale and then we have a super early morning sale as well. So the late night sale we're going to is at Smoky Lane. We're going to be heading there soon. It is a standard bred sale, which is basically a driving horse sale, but they do have a few riding horses there too. And then tomorrow morning is an uncatalogued draft horse sale here at Mount Hope. That is primarily really hit or miss because, like I said, it's uncatalogued. Oftentimes the horses are not ridden through. You get little to no information, but sometimes you can find those diamonds in the rough. So we're just gonna go because we're already here anyway to check it out and we'll see what happens. But I'm excited to go to another sale. We're technically going to 3 sales within one weekend. And if you didn't see our first auction video, you can check that out. I'll put the link in the description. So, all right. Let's check everything out and we're gonna head over to Smoky Lane. You ready, Kyle?
Yeah.
Auction adventure. This was the dapple gray gelding that I showed in my last video. He was super affectionate and lovey, and Kyle keeps talking about him. So we're gonna watch him go through the ring and see. Now, I'm not loving how he moves in the front. I think he's sound, but I don't know. I just am not really willing to take a big risk on him if he goes high. Kyle wants this horse. He keeps talking about it. But we have so many.
I don't know if I want him. I just think he's a good one.
You've asked about him so much. He's going to go high. He's got dapples. But I do really like the size and the build of this gelding. And like I said, he is just so sweet and a total love bug. I said in my last video, I've already have 4 other grays and they're just a lot of maintenance. So that's just one thing. And like I said, I think he moves all right. I just wasn't a huge fan. So he's sound, but we'll just have to see. And for those of you out there that don't understand, Kyle doesn't want his own horse just for himself. He only rides occasionally. So we're just looking for something that works for me and him.
Big setup here. Got a 5-year-old Grady departure. You all have checked him out. Dog, whatever you want to do. He's absolutely beginner safe. Got a great disposition and a beautiful dapple gray color he does. Traffic safe and sound, folks. No apology.
Yes or no?
Been there on Daniel's farm for 10 years since a 3-year. 20,000 out of the 15,000 out of the 10,000, 5,000, 6,000, 6, 7, 8,000, 9,000 out of the 9 here, 9, 9, 10, down, 10, 11, 11,000 out of the 10, 11, 12. Kyle said no. I didn't like how you moved in the front. 13, 12, 5, 13,000 out of the 13, 14,000 out of the 13, 14, and 14 now on. Here's the real deal. You know, there's one or two things. And $14,000. I'm 14,000 out of the 14,000 out of the 16,500 Henry. It's 16,500 out of the 16,500 on 5. It's 16,500 out of the 16,500 only. It's 16,500 out of the cereal set. 17 grand. It's 16,500 17 out of the 17 water. It's 16,500 17 17,500, and is that one?
And here is going to be lot number 506.
Yeah, definitely went through too much for what we wanted to spend, but he was a nice horse. I loved his personality. I didn't love how he moved, and he dropped a lot in front, so that's just my personal opinion. Before we head to Smoky Lane, we're going to check out some of the horses that will be selling tomorrow in the morning sale. Some of them have arrived. Now, just a heads up, some of these are going to be a little sad, okay, because this isn't the specialty sale the next morning. So you don't know what you're going to get. A lot of the horses are older. Some of them are unsound. Once in a while, you can find a decent one. Like this bay seemed super cute and sweet. Nice little cross. I mean, the conformation looked pretty decent considering it was an older horse. And I actually think this horse sold today. So this is a really nice, pretty paint pinto. And then I think that horse sold today as well. Now, all of those horses to the left of me will be selling tomorrow because they also have a standard bred sale. So the draft horses sell really early in the morning and then the standard breds after. Now, this little horse, I don't know if it was like a halflinger cross, pony cross, but this horse was super beautiful. Love the mane and tail, but he was super skittish when I went up to him. So once again, at sales, you just don't know what you're going to get until you bring them home, especially when they're uncatalogued, okay? And I actually thought this horse was beautiful, put together pretty decent considering it was a cross and a pony, but
Looks like the weight was pretty good. The hooves don't look horrible, a little bit long in the toe. And then this sweet soul. Oh my gosh, this gelding was just a complete doll, a sweetheart. Seemed like he had a really good demeanor. Unfortunately, his conformation is not there. He has a pretty large sway back. And there are plenty of horses that don't have good conformation, that stay sound, and they're extremely functional. But when you're at a sale and you don't get to see them being ridden or driven or have any history or information, that's why I'm very particular about conformation, and everything has to check out. This horse also has a pretty cresty neck, meaning that there are large fat deposits.
Sad the conformation. What a sweetheart.
Is that the one?
We're going to see a lot of Belgians and Percherons at the sale in the morning. Unfortunately, this one had a big chunk out of the hoof and a lot of cracking, so that is a little sad and definitely a huge concern. I mean, this horse is beautiful otherwise. And then that was a small halflinger, another Belgian. This horse was super cute, looked pretty good. I can't tell. I think this one actually sold today. And look at the sweet, gorgeous face on this Belgian. I mean, just a sweetheart. But look at the hooves. I mean, they're so long. And sometimes you can trim them up and they're just fine. But lack of good hoof care is a concern. Now, this big Percheron, oh my gosh, he was such a sweet baby. Oh my goodness, he loved attention. He came right over to us. So precious. He was huge, though.
I can't believe how big horses can be. There's a horse for you. He is just huge. His head.
Yeah.
But his hooves, just look at this. This is not okay. Wow.
You don't know what you do with the horse like that.
Sweetheart, though. Kyle found another pony. Wow, that's pretty. We're almost to Smoky Lane. Look how gorgeous it is out here. Like, I cannot get over it. Right, we're here. It really is. All right, we're gonna run in here, check everything out. Phil's taking us on an adventure because I missed the sale like a dummy. Kyle told me to hurry up.
She's really super gentle.
Oh my gosh, look at her, Kyle.
She's a 4-year-old mare.
She's pretty.
And my dad's asking $10,000 for her. Now, she
Look
is
at her.
super nice. Like, we haven't rode her in 2 months. I bet you I could put a saddle on her, she'll ride right off. Like, that's how she always does.
Hi. Is this mama? Is she pregnant?
Nope, she has a baby on her.
Oh, well, that makes sense. Oh my gosh. Oh, she's gorgeous.
Crossbred.
Look at these. Are these crosses? Fjord quarter?
Yeah.
Fjord quarter?
Fjord. I'm not sure what cross they are, but
Oh my god. Are they yours?
yes.
Oh
They're
my
3 and 4
god.
years old and they're broke.
Come buy a horse from Phil.
Please do.
Seriously. Look at this. Here, Kyle. Take a bit. Oh my god.
Do you all have old McDonald's corn? You love all of it?
I like apple. How old is this? Is this a yearling?
He's broke. He rides around. He's still a little green. We've got about 60 days on him. Now the girl Jolene that I just hired is starting to ride him, and she is really good with him.
I always want to call him Dino. You still have him?
Yeah.
But he's so cool.
I know.
How is he not sold?
I'm going to use him at the rodeo. There's a little redheaded girl going to come carry the flag at the rodeo, and
he's
we're going to
got
have him all
sweeter.
cleaned up, and then he's going to be for sale after that.
You gonna tattoo his eyes or leave him?
Oh, I'd love to tattoo his eyes.
Is that expensive?
I don't know.
I don't either.
I should ask.
I'm sure it would be.
Because you have to lay him down.
He's
and
so,
put
you
it-
must like him.
Yeah.
and put it in a couple different
If you've
sections.
had him
If you know, he's had him forever.
Have you really?
They led him through the ring, and I gave him to this girl, and I said, he is unbroke, although they did ride him, and she started working with him. She goes, somebody beat this horse. I said, I know. So I called the people that raised him, in Mena, Arkansas. And they,
Oh,
and
cute.
she's training her at Liberty.
Oh,
Just
nice.
gonna show her at her freaking working cross. She raised it from a yearling, I think it was.
Hi, Gord. Look at this mane. You're beautiful.
That's a nice quiet horse.
Looks like a younger Jafar.
He does look like Jafar. How's he? Have you ever ridden him?
No.
So pretty.
Today she got her head in the camera. Yesterday I dallied off on
Gorgeous
my
little
ranch
pony.
horse, and
She is something.
She's a little, to me, she's a little bit
She is a little big, but she's pretty.
big.
and
You're so
thought for a
pretty.
minute that he was maybe just like stained from the southern clay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's cool.
Well,
Is he registered?
yes.
Nice. Oh, this is
This
cute.
guy would actually make a pretty good English. Yeah, we rode her a little bit, and I'm trying to find a home for her.
Yeah.
Uh,
She's cool. She's beefy.
yeah, I'm trying to find.
That buckskin is very pretty though.
Yeah, the buckskin's really.
Wow.
She was reining training, like she's really something.
What is she, young?
Yeah, she's
Cutest halter I've ever seen. It's flowers. Literally giving me the halter.
Give me a little profit, you can have her. She actually rides pretty good.
She's cool.
At this.
I like 4 horses, but she's
I'm obsessed. My gosh. Shut up. Oh. I've never seen one this close.
look at the crosses.
Hi.
Miles away.
Oh my gosh.
She bought this one.
It is the next morning, horse lovers. I'm sorry we didn't get to see much of a sale last night. Apparently there weren't as many horses and it went really quick. Usually it takes a lot longer, so I thought we'd be okay showing up like an hour after it started, but then it ended. But we did get to see a few horses, so that was fun. So now, as I said, it is the next morning and we are at Mount Hope. But what they had the day before was a specialty sale. And what they're having this morning is their regular horse sale. So it's super early. We got up at like 6:30 a.m. We stayed up till like midnight because we were talking to people at Smoky Lane and talking to Phil. But anyways, so we are gonna head over. So this is uncatalogued. So this means that the horses are not necessarily like described. Sometimes they're not being ridden through the ring. That's essentially what uncatalogued is. So you really do not know what you're gonna be getting, but sometimes you can find some gems, okay? So we're just gonna see how it goes. It really just depends on what I find. And if we don't end up bringing anything home this weekend, that is perfectly okay. As I said in my video yesterday, I am in a really good spot where I could bring something on, but at the same time, I don't necessarily need to or have to. But I love getting horses early summer because then you have the whole summer to work with them, and I typically am able to make a decent amount of progress with them. So let's go ahead and head down and see. This is also the same sale where I purchased Belle. So like I said, you really just, you never know what you're gonna find. And Kyle is coming with us this morning.
Yay.
So one more sale and we're heading back home to Michigan. So what do you think? You think we'll find anything here, Kyle?
I don't know. This is, you know, if it wasn't good enough to come to the sale yesterday, means it, so we probably aren't going to find a good draft horse.
You never know.
You never know. Sometimes it's something else. I mean, this is the sale that we bought Belle at.
Yeah, that's what I said. So that's why I'm wearing my Belle and Ezzy shirt.
For good luck.
For good luck, for fun, I don't know. So, yeah.
Yeah, there's usually a couple good ones during this sale.
Yeah.
We'll see.
You never know what's going to show up, you know.
Still a
So,
lot of people here. So.
yeah, there's still a lot of people. Okay, so we're heading over to the barn that this one is in, and it's only in one specific spot. Before, like yesterday, there was multiple barns. This is just a small sale. So sweet. Hi.
Okay.
That's one we saw yesterday. I love this little horse. He is extremely stout. He does seem a little, you know, off-put, skittish, but obviously this is not a wonderful environment. But I don't know. He is so thick that I'm a little worried about him being a little too chunky.
He is.
He didn't really want me to pick up his hoof, which is a little bit of a red flag in my opinion. Yeah, he did not want to hold it up. What do you think, horse lovers?
You're okay, I know. He's a big chunk. He's cool. I like how his side. He's got, yeah, but he's not foundered. Hi.
This was a decent looking little Belgian half-winger cross, seemed very quiet and was being ridden around quite a bit. Then we saw this large pony paint mare. Now, I think she was in foal, and I also don't think she was actually for sale. I think she was basically here on a layover, but she is beautiful. I love how kind she is too. I mean, that's what it really comes down to, is the demeanor, the kindness. It's not just about color for me. I do like color, but I would absolutely buy a bay or a sorrel if they had the right build and temperament that I was looking for, okay? But yeah, I just think she looks like a little cowboy pony's dream horse. But like I said, I am a little concerned that she's in foal, and I literally cannot take that on right now. And I also don't think she's actually for sale. I'm sure if I found the owner, anybody would be willing to make a deal, especially if she's on a layover. But yeah, this is a pen. Some of the horses are for sale. Some of them are just here until they end up leaving tomorrow. Some of them were purchased yesterday, but I didn't see her yesterday, and she doesn't have a sticker or a tag on her. This is the horse we saw yesterday evening.
You want him? Hi, he's pretty. Oh my, oh, give him a kiss. Just see if he'll do it. Go. Go, just please, please. Do it.
Then I saw this gorgeous little bay mare. So she's not super tall. She's probably like 14 hands, but she's stout. And she just looks really healthy and has a nice sheen. So I'm going to look her over. I'm going to check her teeth, look at her conformation, feel her legs, palpate her back for any soreness. Looks like she's probably between like 11 and 14-ish. So she's not super young. She's not really old or anything like that. I'm going to try to see if I can find her owner and talk to him and get any more information about her. Like, is she primarily a driving horse? Has she been ridden? Is she, you know, spooky or hot or anything like that? She seems, you know, a little more alert, which obviously that makes sense in this environment. But yeah, she seems very kind, and she just looks good. She looks well cared for is what I'm trying to say. And her hooves are trimmed. So let's see if we can get any more information.
Okay, I'm really liking this horse, but I can't see it move or anything, really.
You can't see it until you get to the ring.
Yeah. It is a mare. So I really like that little bay mare. She's very stout. She looks healthy. She helped me pick up her hooves. I think she's a little nervous. But my only concern is, like, would she be pregnant? And is she sound? And why is she here? You know, we'll see. Do you like the little bay that we were just looking at?
She's pretty.
She's super cute. She's so stout. Nice. We're leaving. It looks pretty decent.
I did find the owner. He talked to me and answered my questions and got her out for me, which was nice. Now, he did say that she is pretty forward and a little more high alert, so I don't think she'll be a good fit.
All day, mostly been work mostly in the jockey stick and some in the line. He's got papers on him. He's from
3,000.
selling him as grades.
Someone has a great horse. You get in 3, 2. He got to here. That's all right. 10 down, 8 down, 8 down, 10 down, 4 down, 8 down, 15 down, 15 down, 8 down, 12 down, 15 down, 13, 14 down, full $1,600 Henry. 1608 is that buyer.
13 coming in.
Hang on.
Phone calls on these horses. I have no age on the horse.
500. He got fire. Got 2, 3. 3 and 4. 15 down, 15 bid here. At 1300, 1500. He got 13, 15 down, at 1300, 1400. He got 13, 14 bid here. Down 8 down, 13, 14, 15 down, 300 3, 4. At 23 down, 4. He got 3, 4 down, 24 bid here. Down 8 down, 300 down, 3 bid 4 here. Down fire number 1607 gets it.
Next horse here is from the same place. 3-year-old, halfway
13, 14 down, 13 bid 14 down 8 down, 13, 14 bid. At 13 bid here. Down 8 down, 14 bid here. Down 8 down. 14 at 1300, your way, Elmer. 116, 116 is the buyer.
13-14 is a Weaver consignment. A 2-year-old.
Running down to see if anything else has come in since we got here. Nothing too new.
8.5 mares, having to get in there.
Does not say how old the mare is.
Here now 13, 14 bid, here now 15 bid, here now 14 bid, 15, 15, 16, now 15 bid, now 15, 16, now with 15, 16, now 15, now 16, and 1500, 281.
This is the one gelding that I kind of liked a lot.
You never made her, 25, 7, 37, 35, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8, 37, 38, 37, 8, 9, 38, now 4,000, 48, 42, 45, 42, 45, 42, 45, 43, all through. Down 43 down that is up top, 42, 43 down here, down total $4,200, 1608 is the buyer.
1334, a smooth mouth, broke to ride old, been on the same farm most of his life, broke, sound, good in every way.
Single, double, you saw trail rides, he's down all. You mad at? There you go. Here. Been it all, farm machinery and all. 1,800. Oh, $1,800. Buyer number 84.
That's 4 white feet. Colts have a lot of snap and white markings. Her last breeding date was May 20.
$1,000. $500, 600, 5, 6 bid, 5, 6, 7, 8, 600 bid, 600.
This is the little bay mare that I liked, but I decided I'm not going to bid on her, but let's see what she goes for.
12-year-old crossbred, broke single and double. Broke to ride and been on trail rides. He's got too many horses, that's why she's here. 12-year-old mare, good recommendation.
12 years old, there you go here, and then you get her there, hitting a par, 4,000, not a bit of 4,000, 2,000, not to get a more day, don't here, $1,000, hitting a $1,000, not a bit of more day, 10 palm here, 10 palm, hitting a 10 palm, and 15, and 15, and 15, and a bit of $1,200, and 15 bit here, down 8, and palm, and 13, and a bit of palm, hitting a 13 bit here, 14, and 8, and 13, 14, and 8, and 15, and 14, and 15, and 15, and 8, and 16 bit here, and 15, 16, hitting a 16, 17, and 8, and 16, 17, 18, and a dollar, and 18, and 2, hitting 22, hitting a 2, and 22, 25, and 19, hitting a 2, 5, 8, and 22, 25, 8, and 7, 7, 7, 8, and 25, and 27, and 25, and 7, hitting a 25, 8, and 27, 3, and 3,000, and 8, and 3,000, here, all in, now 3, hitting a 3,000, and 3 bid here, now 1, with 31 bid here, down 8, and 3, and 1, down 8, and 31 bid, 2, and 2 here, down 8, and 31, 2, 3, down 8, and 2, 3, and 33, hitting a 2, 3, down 8, and 33 bid, and 32, 33, and then I'll say all 3 here, down 8, front, 1607.
Now we got the registered Belgian stud coming in here from Dennis Miller.
All right, horse lovers, so we're leaving the sale. I'm a little sad because, well, we didn't get anything, but at the same time, it's okay. So I know a lot of people on here are just like, well, why don't you ever just buy or like take a chance? And the thing is, I've taken chances many, many times.
and everything is always like worked out in the end. But I've gotten a lot smarter, and I realize the risks and the money and the time commitment that goes into horses, especially like this. Like,
And we don't want to buy one and just dump it at the next sale, right?
yeah, I don't do that. This is the thing.
We
Like,
don't do that.
a lot of these people buying these horses, if they don't like them, they'll just like take them to another sale or sell them like quickly. Where me, if I'm purchasing this horse, first off, it's on my dime, not donation funded, because that's why rescues can do that. Like, once again, the rescue isn't keeping the horse. They're going to adopt them out, or, you know, sometimes it's even worse than that. They have to put them down. And I'm also having to put in the time commitment. So that's why when I'm going to purchase, it's really hard, and I'm really picky, especially at a sale like this, because I know that this horse is going to be with me for a minimum of a year. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to do everything in my power to give that horse another chance in life, or to train them or get them healthy, like whatever the case may be. So if that's why you're wondering why doesn't she always just go and get these rescues and projects, that's why, because I've done it a lot and I know what goes into it.
Yeah,
And
every $2,000 project
Yes.
horse costs another $5,000 at least.
And I've actually had a lot of projects. Ariel was a project, Belle, and then Ezzy was born, so that was a big time commitment. So, you know, I really liked the bay mare, but when she was walking, I mean, she looked sound, but at the same time, she seemed a little bit flighty.
And the owner did tell us she is a little...
She's a little interesting, basically, which is fine for me. But if I'm going to put in all that time and effort, I want it to be able to either go in the program or, you know, work for a wide variety of people. And what I mean by that is she was stout, but she was a lot smaller. So even if I put in all that time and effort, I think a lot of my students probably wouldn't be able to ride her because she was on the shorter side. She was stocky, but I have a lot of really tall students. And, you know, obviously I would like to get something that at least Kyle could get on, you know, after some time as well. And yeah, I just didn't think it was quite a good fit. And then
the big gelding.
Oh, he was so cool.
I might have turned you off that one. I don't know.
I really liked him, but he was super chunky.
Super wide. I just didn't seem like he... I could just picture kids in the program riding him, and he wouldn't move, or he'd be too hard.
Right.
And it's comfortable to ride. But he looked like a good horse. They actually rode him into the ring, which you didn't expect.
He looked cool, but I looked at his front teeth and they looked a little messed up. So once again, like, is that going to be fixable, or is that not? Like, you just don't know.
He wasn't ready to go.
No.
He needed more training.
Which is fine. I'm fine with that. But I've taken on horses that I'm training that are not going to be in the program, like Ariel and Mushu and Lumiere. So that's why I'm also having to think, okay, you know, I want to move a couple horses along, but I still need to get something going that could eventually be in the program. It doesn't even have to be right away. Like, I'm not looking for like the perfect horse. If they come along, like, you know, the paint did, I'm willing to do that, just not for 20,000 plus at a sale, but you get what I'm saying. So that's really what it came down to. And I like making these auction videos because I think they're educational. There's a lot of pros and cons when it comes to auctions. There's different levels and tiers of auctions. And I think people need to understand it's not as simple as, oh, this horse is in a bad situation, like, let me buy him and everything's going to be magical. Like, it's actually really hard and difficult, and it can be a very emotional journey as well as a huge time and monetary investment. So you just have to be smart about stuff. And I've gotten smarter, so I've gotten more picky. I mean, one time I went to a sale and literally bought three project ponies, and that was absolutely nuts. And there's literally,
higher end sale.
Yes, there's literally a video on that. So I've done a lot of that work. So I just want you guys to be conscientious. Kyle has something to say.
And the sad thing is, at these sales, you don't know how many times these horses have been through the auction ring. I bet some of them, no joke, have probably been 10 times through an auction ring this year. I mean, these horses are going auction to auction to auction. And then some of them finally sell private. Some people are buying them, trying to sell them online for more money. But that's kind of what's going on behind the scenes. A lot of them just going from auction to auction.
A lot of flipping. And
yeah.
You know, honestly, I was kind of thinking today, I hope it gets to a point where I have a big enough property and enough funds where I could literally just come here and buy like 2 to 4 horses and just be like, okay, I'm buying these 2 to 4 horses. I'm going to commit a year to them. Like, it doesn't matter what they are. Like, just help them. Like, they could be pregnant, they could have issues, and just think like, I'm just going to do this. But I just don't have the space to do that. Plus, you have to think about quarantine. The other thing is, I'm not saying a lot of these horses are sick here, but at this sale,
they could have caught something.
Yeah, they could have caught something.
Not showing it.
It's more likely because you don't know the history of the horse. So that makes me nervous too. So again, once I have potentially like a bigger place, I think it's going to open up more doors and opportunity, because I want to do that. But think about it, getting a horse here, I have so many variables to think about right now with all the stuff I talked about, plus space. So, you know, we'll get there though, like one thing at a time. I know that I'm doing my part in the horse world and what I can do, and I really care about horses, and I want what's best for them. Like, I have a heart, but I also have to think about logistics too. But I hope you enjoyed this auction weekend journey, horse lovers. If you want to support Free Spirit Equestrian, you can order something off the Spirited Horse Boutique, link in the comments in the description. Today I am wearing my Bay Girl lipstick, and I'm also wearing my Belle and Ezzy sweatshirt, so you can check that out. I'll put the links. And I just appreciate all of your support so much. You guys are amazing. Thanks for coming along. If you like Free Spirit Equestrian, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications so you don't miss anything. And I'll see you next time, horse lovers. Bye.